back to This Beaded Life. I'm Jody. If you're new here, welcome. We're very happy to have you here with us. Today I am unboxing the Curated Bead Box for December. I just got finished eating dinner and it just arrived and I'm like, perfect timing. Let me head in there and open it up. I haven't even opened it yet. That's how fresh it is. It just came right from the mailbox to me, to you. So that's how fresh it is. I'm gonna flip you guys around and we'll open it and then we'll make something pretty. I'll be right back. Okay friends, we have Curated Bead Box for the month of December. It's called Iced Crystals. And you can see on the front, they show you a picture of what you can expect to be inside. They also give you a list of the items that are in there right on the front here, along with item codes. So if you were looking for more of a certain bead or item, then you could use these item codes at dollarbead.com and order more. So just so you know, this box always comes with a starter findings kit. So it's great for somebody who's just starting out, but it's also great for people who have been beading for some time. I like to use it, to give myself like new, fresh ideas, sometimes bring me out of a slump that I might be in with making jewelry. So it's fantastic for that. Also, just want to let you know that sometimes the bead sizes and types might be different than what you're going to see me unbox. It could be that they ran out of a certain size, like if it was a 6mm bead they were sending everybody, so they gave you 8mm instead, or vice versa. Or it could be a color that's close, but it's not the same one that you're seeing today. So just know that sometimes availability can dictate what is going on with what you have. So anyway, I'm gonna get this opened up here. Go ahead and crack this open. And we'll take a peek and then I'll pause it and get it sorted. Ooh, look at the colors in here. Check that out, guys. All right, let me go ahead and pause this. I'll get it sorted out and then I can go off the list to make sure I have everything and make sure I'm telling you what the right items are. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, here we go. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is a 10mm grape jade style glass bead on an 8-inch strand. This is a really, really nice purple. And I love that it's like the jade style. That's one of my favorite glass beads, are the ones that look like, they're like a candied jade style bead. I love those. Those are pretty. Then next we have 10mm violet glass pearl bead on an 8-inch strand. This is really, really pretty too. I like those. I have a couple little duds here, but sometimes that happens. So I might be able to salvage that with a larger bead cap, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Sometimes you can salvage beads, Next I have 10mm purple blossom spray glass bead on a 6-inch strand. So this one is like that, a deeper purple with some little light purple and white splashes in it. Really, really cute. I like that. It just gives a little bit more character. Really cool. And then next we have 8mm seafoam glass pearl bead on a 16-inch strand. I super love this one. I love this color. Absolutely love that color. And I think the purple and the blues and greens go good together. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I think it goes great together. 8mm turquoise and apple green crackle frosted duo bead on a 10-inch strand. So I like this because it's that frosted look and it just does make it look a little icier. Very cool. I think I tell this story like almost every time. I never ever used crackle beads until I started getting Curated Bead Box, and now I actually like them. I don't know why I never used them before. They're a great bead. I just never used them. So now I get them often, well, once a month, and I think they're fantastic. And then next we have 8mm pastel blue and yellow duo style glass bead on a 10-inch strand. So they call this a duo style bead because it's two colors and they're, dyed. It should be like somewhat like half and half, but not like a line of half and half. There's two colors there, so that's really pretty too. And I'm loving this with that. Check that out. Gorgeous, huh? Then we have 3 gemstones. They don't tell you what the gemstones are, but I'm going to assume that this one is agate. This one is a 8mm pale green gemstone bead, and you get a 7 to 8 inch string. Let me know in the comments if you have any idea what this might be. I would appreciate that. So we have that gemstone. And then they said a white gemstone. And you know what? I've gotten these before from them, and somebody in the comments told me what they were. But if I can remember, no, I can't remember. So anybody know what these are? Are they halite? I kind of feel like they might be, but I'm not really sure. So let me know in the comments what you think these 2 strands are. And then they also gave a 6 to 7 inch string of 4mm turquoise gemstone bead. So we have a little turquoise strand here, which is really, really cool. I've never seen turquoise in the Curated Bead Box in like the year that I've been getting it. And it's really cool to see them put this in there. So that's pretty awesome. It's an awesome find. And then next we have some little designer bead mixes, which I always appreciate from them because they have like some of the coolest little bead mixes, and I'll show you. So this one is approximately 1 ounce ice gem designer glass bead mix. And I'll just pour it in here so you can see it. And this has all those like little icy colors that you would expect, the blues, and there's even some greens in there. But a lot of their beads that I really love, I'll show you a couple examples. So here's one, and it's like a bicone, but it's drilled on the side right there. Let me grab an eye pin real quick so you can see it. I think these are really cool. I use these a lot whenever I get them. And I use them all up because they're just really cool. And if you take a few of them, like I have them in other colors or other styles, I should say. So here's a green one. Oh no, it's a regular bicone. Here's a larger one. So they kind of remind me of like little diamonds in a way, like diamond shaped. But I think they're really, really cool. And they're actually really super interesting on a memory wire bracelet. I'm trying to see if there's any of my other favorite style bead in here. They usually like the little coin bead that is drilled at the top, but I'm not seeing that. But here's that little bead mix. And I kind of feel like it's more than an ounce. Like I feel like they give you more than an ounce. I should weigh this sometime and see. But they give you quite a bit. And I really like their little bead mixes. They're really fun. I can appreciate a good bead mix. Next, we have another bead mix, and it is approximately 1 ounce icy crystal designer bead mix. So these are going to be all your whites and your crystals. See what they gave us. So we have some big oval shaped barrel beads. We have some juicy crystal rondelle, some really pretty milky white like little tube beads, which I really like those. There's more of my little diamond shaped beads here. Just some really fun stuff. And I kind of just want to take this and make a piece with just this, like all the white and crystal. Very pretty. Maybe that could be teamed up with something like this. Look at how gorgeous that would be together. Love that. All right, so there's our 2 designer bead mixes. Now on the front, I don't know if it's just the way the photo was, but it looked like there was a copper pendant in here. But the list does say 54 by 10 millimeter silver metal pendant with turquoise gem. This is really cool. This is a super cool pendant. And this is one of those ones that if you wanted to, you could definitely do some patina on it and really make it super unique and make it look just old. That would be really, really cool. So I like it. That's what the back looks like. That's a neat pendant. And then the last thing we have here from that list is 4mm silver metal bead caps, and you get approximately 40 caps. These are really tiny, and they don't have like a little flower. They honestly, like, if you could get close enough, and I know that you wouldn't be able to, but they remind me of bottle caps, like, because they have like these little like crinkly ridges on the side. So they're perfect for like just that little peak of metal. But I don't know if I would consider it really a bead cap. I guess it is. I would think of it more as a spacer, but but they call it a bead cap. So we have those, and I always welcome findings, of course. I mean, love that kind of stuff. And then last but not least, what comes in every single box is your Let's Bead starter kit, right? So they give you some jump rings, and these are fantastic jump rings. They give you some stretch cord. They give you some clasps and some ear wires, crimp beads, head pins, beading wire. This is tiger tail, and memory wire. So it gives you a lot of things that you can start with, and a lot of different directions you can go with this box. So I will be right back, you guys, and we're going to make something really cool. Okay, everyone, I am back, and I think I've got it figured out. So I want to use this pendant really, really bad. So we're going to use this pendant. I also have cut 27 inches of their bead stringing wire that they included in their findings pack. I have a couple of their jump rings, their crimp beads, their clasp. I cut some small pieces of French wire. I have their bead caps. I have the duo beads. Out of the blue bead mix, I picked out the saucers, like the little donut rondelles. There's two different shades. There's more of like a turquoise one and like a light blue. And I also picked out the crystal side drilled bicones, because I'm thinking if I can like get those to lay right, I might be able to do something cool. I also picked out the white gemstone and of course the turquoise, because I can't resist it. So we're gonna make a necklace. And the only thing I haven't decided yet is how exactly I want to hang this. I have some 20 gauge wire here because I was thinking of doing a bead on top of it and doing like a wire wrap loop. So let's just test that out. Let's cut off about, maybe about 4 inches of this wire. Because I like to start with my, I like to start with my pendant first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the loop that is going to, attach to our pendant. All right, and this is just going to be a test. If I don't like it, then we're just not going to use it. So I'm going to start about 2 inches in and make my wire wrap loop like so. This is really soft wire. I'm using craft wire. So just in case I didn't like it, I wouldn't feel bad. But not that there's anything wrong with craft wire, but it's really soft, and it's not my more expensive wire that I like to use. So I'm so sorry, you guys, that sneeze snuck up on me. All right. Well, why did I do that? Hold on. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's try that again. Let's go in. Let's maybe make like a smaller wire wrap loop. This time we're gonna open it. Oh, that loop turned out better. Go figure. All right, and let's just string it on here. There we go. just like so. Let's use our bent chain nose pliers. And then let's use our regular pliers to wrap that because it's kind of short. Otherwise, I would just use my fingers, but it's really short. So let's just wrap that as neatly as we can. It's probably only going to go like one time around, which is fine. I don't need a big wire wrap, okay? I'm fine with it being kind of a smallish wire wrap. And then I'm just going to go in with my pliers and just kind of fix it, straighten it. Basically, I just need a place for my bead to land, okay? It doesn't need to be huge. I just need it to stay connected to my pendant and somewhere for my bead to sit. And then I was thinking about doing like probably these little bead caps. Actually, like the little turquoise. I wonder if that'll fit on there. No, that's too small. That's okay. So let's do our little bead cap. And then let's just see what one of these white beads looks like on there. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, you guys. My wire's too thick. You know, usually, oh, there we go. I'm gonna say usually curated bead boxes, the holes are a little bit bigger. You know, I'm not a fan. So, okay, we're not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna take that off there. And we're just gonna hang it the traditional way. We're gonna hang it with a jump ring and we're gonna call it good. So I'm gonna dig a jump ring out of my box because I only pulled out 2 of their jump rings. And let's see, grab that real quick. Oh. All right, let's get our pliers. I really like their jump rings. They have a really good gauge and they're strong. They're nice and strong. So their jump rings are fabulous. All right, so now we got that. And we can put that on right away. So I'm just gonna make some room for me. You guys can still see what I have going on here. You can see the beads and everything. Just push those out of the way. Sorry, my mat's a little bit dirty, guys. All right, so now that we have that, let's let's start with a couple of these little turquoise beads. I'm just gonna pull some of these out, see what we have going on here. All right, and let's just put 2 little turquoise beads right next to that. Just kind of, keep this centered. It'll look nice right next to each other. So if we did a turquoise bead on each side, this is where I'm coming up with some things that I'm thinking. So if we did our little bead cap going opposite direction, and then if we did, I want to try to use more of the turquoise color saucers. The difference is very slight, but I want to use those if I can. Maybe I wouldn't mind using the lighter blue at a different point, but I really kind of wanted to stick with those. And let's go in with one of these really pretty white gemstones. And then let's follow it up with another turquoise saucer. And another little bead cap. I feel like this is going to look more spring than anything, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. You can wear any color jewelry anytime. It's fine. I wear a lot of light colors in the winter even too, so we're going to go with it because I think it's going to look really cool. All right, if I can get it planned out right. I'm trying really hard to think about what I want to do. So next I really want to use one of these beads, but I really want to see what it would look like if I took some of these crystals And if I put them next to each other, I wonder how they would hang. So if I did like this, maybe that and another. We're just kind of playing around here, guys. This is design on the fly, as always. You guys know what I do. So they would kind of hang down. So I'm not sure if I really like that. Let me see if I put two of those next to each other, what they would do. Like, I wouldn't mind if one was hanging down and one was facing up. So I'm wondering if I put them next to each other and, you know, have another bead next to it. I kind of want it to look like a little bit like, oh yeah, like that, like frontwards and backwards. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I want it to look like. But then maybe I'm thinking we should do 3 to give it like a nice little space there. That would look really cool. Let's try that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I wanted to see. All right, perfect. So now I know what to do. So then, but I'm wondering, do I use this or do I keep going with the gemstones? Let's see what this looks like. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know where these are coming from. I kind of feel like I want to use it. And I think it'll look good once I get more beaded on there. So let me see. Let me grab a few more out. Actually, let me just dump that. I work better when it's just dumped. So let's do a few more. Let's do 3 more. Actually, let's do one of these bead caps going that way. No, I don't want to do another spacer there. Let's just keep one bead cap there just to give it like a little space in between. And then let's do 3 more. No, I don't like those beads in there. I mean, I love these beads, you guys. These beads are gorgeous, but it's not the vibe I'm going for. So we're not going to use those, okay? We're just not going to. And we're going to keep going with what we have here. All right. So I know I like these. So let's see what another section would look like. So if we did another turquoise bead and a bead cap, and then one of these, okay, I think that's more the look I'm going for, like the yellow and that like greenish, that it almost gives that almost greenish color was kind of throwing me off. So I think this is more what I'm looking for, except for I want to get those to lay right. There, I think they are now. You guys, I'm not feeling the little crystals in there. They're not working out for me. All right, change of plans. Let's keep on going. This is why when we design on the fly, some things work, some things don't. So we won't be using the crystals, which is absolutely fine. We don't need to. All right. So now we're here, and I do want something to go in between. So I'm going to actually get out the white ones, and I think I want to use those little white tube beads. So let's just pull those out. So if we did a little white tube bead in between, I think this is might be what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to kind of like give a big like short space. You know what I mean? So I think this is what I'm looking for, you guys. Let's try this. Bead cap. Let me get this stuff mushed out of the way here. That's much better. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, you guys, we got it now. Oh my goodness, that was tough. That was really tough. Sorry you had to go through that. All right. It's like I knew what I wanted. I just didn't know how to get what I wanted. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things. All right. So let's just keep continuing to bead on this side, and then we'll head over to the other side shortly. I do want to make sure that I'm giving all the turquoise an opportunity to show itself. So the light parts, the dark parts, all of it, I want all of it here. So let's go with this green one. Again, I'm just trying to stick with the turquoise colored ones, not really the light baby blue. And if I need to, I can use them. I just am kind of not wanting to. So this is going to be a pretty uniform pattern. Now that we got our pattern figured out, we know what we want to do. Yeah, I'm going to like this. This is going to be cool. I'm excited about this. I just did not do that right. Okay, hold on. I'm like, wait a minute, that looks so weird. I just realized I didn't do that one right. You guys are seeing me. I'm all out of sorts tonight. What is going on, huh? I'm off the next 2 days, and I have a lot of stuff planned out. So I'm going to be doing some videos for you guys for the Giftables week. I'm excited about that, and just really looking forward to hanging with you guys a lot and just doing some fun stuff with you. All right, let's do one of these more white ones here. There we go. All right, now that we got our pattern figured out, I think we're good to go. Let's do this little guy. He's a little odd shaped, but you know what? We still love him anyway. All right, so now that we have that side started, let's go ahead and work on this side so we can try to keep it going, looking like it's supposed to. So let's do our bead cap, our little donut guy here. I'm really bummed out about the way the crystals were turning out, but I think I'll use them on a memory wire bracelet because they seem to hang right on a memory wire bracelet. I don't know if it's because of how you bead on a memory wire bracelet or what, but anytime I've used them on there, they've been perfect. They've hung exactly the way I need them to. So I think we'll reserve those for when we make our memory wire one, which I will be doing one because I love to do a memory wire bracelet. I don't do them as often as I like, and I think they're underrated. All right. Whoops. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? There we go. All right, we are doing good. This is just stringing up super nice. I'm loving this. I am loving this. All right, how far up did we go? So we need one more little segment here. I think I would like to put a couple of these ovals on here too, just to kind of like, you know, like up in the, like this part right here. So I might go with those next. I think they would be really cool to do that with. All right, so next we have one of these white tubes. And then that guy. This is going to turn out to be a really fun necklace, I have a feeling. Yeah, I'm actually wearing light color jewelry today. So I wear all of it all the time. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. I mean, there are certain things I do absolutely love more in different seasons, because you feel like when you have like seasons, you feel the color of the season, right? So I definitely can see that, but I can tell you that there are some things I do absolutely love any time of the year. Maybe we'll do, just for some extra, like just a little bit something different here, let's do even these like little crystal ones. So let's do a bead cap. Let's just see what this looks like. Followed by a bead cap going the other way. Just to kind of maybe give it something different. You know what? I'm actually going to like that. I am going to like that a lot. And then let's just follow it up with another bead cap. Another one of the clear. I am taking chances today, guys. Oh yeah, I like that. It almost looks kind of vintagey. I'm obsessed with the word vintage. I was actually looking on Pinterest today on my lunch, and I just typed in vintage jewelry. You guys, oh my gosh, I love all of it. And I was seeing some cool things. The one thing I saw, and we are going to do it, I just need to dig out the stuff that I want to make, is junk jewelry. So if you're not familiar with junk jewelry, it's basically using pieces of jewelry, different pieces that may have come from something broken, just all kinds of different things, right? And you put it together as like one piece. So it can be like all put together as like a bracelet, or you can string a bunch of things on as like a pendant, all kinds of stuff. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to go through my, the stuff that I harvested, and I'm even going to go through my own jewelry box to see if there's anything in there that I would think would make an interesting piece. And we will make some junk jewelry together. And I think that would be something you guys would really, really enjoy. All right, so now we're back to our turquoise. There's a little teeny tiny little seed bead stuck in there. It's not even a seed bead. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a little, I don't know, just like a little piece of glass, I guess. Like maybe from when beads were being made or something. That was kind of cool. All right, so it was perfectly round. It was like it was there on purpose, but I don't think it was. And I think, you know what, if we have time, why don't we just throw on a pair of earrings and a bracelet while we're at it. All right, so now you guys see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here so we can give ourselves more time to do a bracelet and a pair of earrings as well. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm bringing you back because we're getting close towards the end. I think I only really want to do like maybe one more segment on each side. So I'll put one more segment on each side and then we'll test it out to see if it's a length that is good for me. And then we'll see. Otherwise, I might even go up with some of these other white round beads up at the top just to make it a little bit longer, which would be good too, because I do want to save some of these if we plan on doing a bracelet and earrings to go with it, which I want to because I think it'd be fun to have a whole complete set. And I think you guys like complete sets, right? So that's what I'm hoping to do. So let's do one more segment on each side. Here we go. And let's throw on one more of these. And let's do the same thing over in this one. Yeah, these bead mixes are fantastic. I absolutely love them. I think the designer bead mixes is probably one of my favorite things in the Curated Bead Box. I know that sounds weird or whatever, but I really do, because I get so excited to see what kind of cool little beads they put all together. And I'm usually not disappointed, I can tell you that. Like they, you know, there's been some bead mixes I'm like, oh, well, this one's kind of not as fun, you know, but this one, having two, one with all the blues and then one with all the whites, was really, really exciting. I don't know, I just really liked it. All right, let's put this one on, this turquoise, and one more of these white ones. And let's see what we have going on here. Let's see if I like that length. You know what, I actually want it to go just a little bit longer. So let's gather up some of these little white round beads and let's just do some of these on the back. Like maybe, let's do like 5 of each, 5 on each side. And then that should give me what I want. I'm losing all my other stuff in the mix here. There's 2. 3, 4, and 5. All right, let's make sure we have this correct here. I'm looking it over. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks cool? I think it looks cool. All right, let's crimp off our ends. So first thing I'm going to do is slide on my little crimp bead that they provided. And let me get my crimping pliers out of my little thing there. And then we'll put on one of our pieces of French wire. Slid right over that, really nice. And then let's put on our clasp on this side. We'll bend over our wire. Put our other end, our tail end, through that crimp bead as well, and just slide that right up to meet our French wire. If you don't have French wire, use a wire guardian. I've been cutting my French wire a little bit smaller to try to get a smaller loop, and I think I like that. I think this is less than 1/4 of an inch, just like a little tiny bit less. I'd have to like measure it. I'll measure this other one for you, but I've been trying to cut it a little bit smaller, and it's reserving some of my stash too, because I don't, you know, it's a little more expensive than buying wire guardians. So I kind of don't want to like use more than what I absolutely need to. All right, so we made gravity do what it's supposed to do. And let me just measure that one piece here so you guys have an idea, if you are using French wire, how small I am actually cutting that. Where's my little... We'll use the millimeter size. So I cut 1 millimeter, just a little bit less than, or 1 centimeter, I'm sorry. I'm like, millimeter, that sounds really little. It's actually like 9 millimeters is what I have cut. So you could probably do 1 centimeter and it would probably be just fine. But you don't need like a huge loop. I mean, I think that looks good. Looks like it's part of the necklace. All right, so on this side, we're gonna do our crimp. And I guess I got out one more than what I needed for this, but that's okay. We'll just use it for our bracelet. And then put on our French wire. Oh, that one's got like a little snag. I'm just gonna trim that little snag off there. Get it real close. There we go. Maybe that helped. That did it. There we go. All right, slide that all the way down here. And we can put our jump ring on after. So I'm just going to put my tail through that crimp and through one bead here. And let's just pull it down. Try not to cross my wires, which is easier said than done some days. Stick my round nose pliers in here and try to takes a little finagling sometimes, but I don't mind taking my time for it to turn out the way I want it to turn out. Maybe one more tug here. There we go. And then we want to just kind of squeeze that together up here. That one looks bigger than my last one. Whoop. Got a little crazy. Hold on. Let me fix that. There we go. I went too far for a second. All right. So now I can come in here and I can crimp this little guy down. These are really good crimp beads too. Like, I'm impressed with these crimp beads. These are great. They're making really nice, neat little crimps. I'm really happy with that. They're thicker. They're not like the real thin, cheap ones. Like when you go to like touch it, they like crumble in your hand. These are really, really, seem like really nice crimp beads. So super happy with that. And now let's put on our little jump ring. All right, let's hook this together. And at the end, I'll try everything on for you like I do. And that way you can see what it looks like. But here we go. So this is what the necklace looks like. Kind of move this aside so you guys can see the necklace. I think it turned out really cute. I really love the white with this. I think it just really makes the silver just pop. And those little tiny bead caps, I mean, you can see them perfectly well. I mean, they look great. They're thick enough that they they stand out. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna pause this real quick, clean up my mess a little bit, and get organized for the bracelet and earrings. I'm gonna grab ear wires and such. I'll be right back. Okay, so after making the necklace, it left me with about 13.5 inches of bead stringing wire. So I am going to dump the rest of these white ones out, and let's see what we can do here. All right, so this is what we have left. I know I would like to save a couple for the earrings and probably try to get kind of close to the same colors for that. The rest of these can go on. And let's see what I have left for the aqua ones. Okay, I have 6. I have plenty of the little bead caps. I have some of the white, because I would like the bracelet to match the necklace. And then we might just do like one of these little segments. I pulled some of these out of my stash. I have 5 of them, so I thought maybe we could use 4 in the necklace. I thought it would be kind of like a match to that in a way. I don't know. We'll see. I pulled them. All right, so what we have going on is we want the center to start. So let's do our center. And we're kind of building this like our necklace. So if you remember how we have our segments on our necklace, we are doing this, one of these, the bead cap. Sorry, I'm going to do this because it'll be nuts if I don't. Okay, and then a turquoise bead. Just like that. And then one of these guys. Yeah. And then I'm just going to switch this over for a second because I want to finish off the center here. So then here, a bead cap, a turquoise bead, and one of these. All right, so I have a 6.5 inch wrist. I'm trying to do more stuff with measuring, and just to kind of give us an idea like how big each one of these like little segments are, I'll show you. So I'd probably want to make a 7 inch total bracelet, 6.5 inch with beads, and then whatever the clasp and everything takes. So maybe more of like almost 7 inches with beads because we're using a small clasp. So this is about 1.5 inches worth, okay? So I can actually get quite a bit of beads on here. But I do also want to use the same things that I used over there. So how we did this one is we did a turquoise bead, we did our bead cap, did our clear rondelle, we did another bead cap, we did this guy, bead cap going the other way, a clear rondelle, bead cap, and turquoise. Now this one's gonna be probably more than 1.5 inches because you have that long barrel type bead. Okay, so just like that. All right, let's do the other one on the other side. Oh my goodness, there we go. Wasn't able to grab it for a second. So we have our turquoise bead. I go through the bead caps in any subscription box I get. Like it's usually the first thing that's gone. I use every single last one. Apparently I need to buy more bead caps. Like I just use them all the time. I buy them when I think about it, but usually, you guys, honestly, when I'm shopping, I get so distracted by the beads that I usually end up buying just more beads. So I don't know. It's a sickness. I need to just do like a whole bead cap shopping one day. All right, let's see how long this is. Okay, so this is 4 3/4 centimeters, all right? So we're getting closer, and I'm thinking what we're gonna end up doing is, since one whole segment is 1 inch, I think we're gonna do like partial. So we'll start it, so we have this guy. Let's put this on, one of these, and that. And then let's go on this side. Let's do the same thing. Oh, I didn't put the little white piece in there. Yeah, I'm missing something. All right, here we go. We need this. Then we need our turquoise. Then our bead cap. This guy. And our white gemstone bead, wherever he may be. We'll just grab another one. All right, so there's that. And then let's do the same thing over here. So we need our tube, our turquoise, our bead cap, then our white bead. All right, and let's measure this because this is going to tell me what I need to do. Okay, so this is almost 6.5 inches. So we can go ahead and put the this little guy on our bead cap and the turquoise bead because that shouldn't take up all that much room. And we'll try it on my wrist to see. I know definitely that the oh yeah, if it's a little bit big, I don't mind, but I think instead we're going to take off that turquoise and just leave the bead cap at the end with this rondelle and this and the bead cap. All right, so there we go. And then let me grab this is the one thing I forgot to do. We're going to cut little pieces off my French wire here. There's one. And two. Oh, that one flung. Put this back into my bag. You might get that. There we go. There. All right. So now this should be good. All right, let's go ahead and put our crimp on. Put our wire guardian or our French wire on. Put our clasp on. And just run that through here. Put our tail through. Scoot that crimp bead up. Closer to our French wire. And let's crimp it. Well, 3 out of 4 crimps so far, we're good. We have one more crimp that we have to do. All right, so that fits on there nice. All right. Oh, and look, my bead cap actually hides my crimp. Oh, I kind of like that. That makes me happy. All right, so even if I do mess up on a crimp and it looks a little funky, it's not going to be bad. All right, so putting that other crimp bead on and our French wire. Oh. Guys, my nails are in rough shape right now. Like, my cuticles are so bad. I need to do a nice little manicure one of these nights. I think since I'm off 4 days in a row, I think that I'm going to give myself a little manicure. I'll soak my fingers and my nails and use a good cuticle cream and try to bring some life back to my poor nails and my poor cuticles. You guys, it's just honestly like my hands, even though I work with my hands, they're like my least focus. Like I don't give my hands enough love. I rarely paint my nails. You guys know that if I paint my nails, then it's something, you know. But I rarely do that. So maybe I'll even paint my nails this weekend, a nice neutral shade or something, you know, real light and not super distracting from, because if I start looking at my nails, I'll be like, wow, it's really distracting me. But maybe I'll just do something real neutral. Or you know what? Maybe I'll do red. I mean, we're coming up to the holiday season, so maybe I'll do red, and that would be fun. But I do need to give myself a nice little manicure. All right, so now we got that side crimped. And I'm just going to come in close underneath that bead there. Snip that right off. We left a little wiggle room so that our bracelet can be round. This is all the strand I have left out of all of that. All right. We need our pliers to put our jump ring on. And there is our cute little bracelet. I like that. Very, very petite, not a lot going on with it, but it looks just like our necklace. So I'm excited. This is the closest you're gonna ever see me match something exactly. All right, let's figure out what we wanna do with these earrings now. We do have a few of our bead caps left. We might as well use them. I'm thinking I would like to just make like a dangly earring, right? So I do have these that I want to incorporate, but I feel like I need a couple eye pins. They gave us some head pins, but I think I need a couple eye pins as well. So I just so happen to have some on my table. And let's go ahead and let's figure out how we want to do this. So I have this. I don't have any more of the turquoise colored beads, but I do have this along with my actual turquoise beads. Oh my goodness, come back here. So I'm thinking that maybe we do a couple because I have the beads. And I would use like all my turquoise except for one. All right, so this is what I end up having left. No big deal. Let's see how we want to do this. Maybe I don't want to make them that long. All right, so let's straighten this out. Nice and straight. Let's put a turquoise bead on. Let's do one of these bead caps. Maybe I just kind of separate it out, like do it like this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so we're gonna make a simple loop here. I'm just gonna bend that wire straight across. We're gonna cut that wire off. I'm using my finger to measure what I need. This is about 1/4 of an inch, and it's me resting my cutters right along my nail here. And you can see I am pushing on the bead a little bit to try to get a good grip on it. And so when I cut, it's gonna be about 1/4 of an inch. And then I can use my round nose pliers and I can roll that back and make my loop. And there's my loop. And then I think this is actually like big enough for me to do again. Let's find about 1/4 of an inch there. Make our little, and if you notice, I'm just using the other part of my eye pin that I didn't need. Waste not, want not, right? Let's make our, let's make our little loop there. Okay, there's one part of our eye pin. And then our turquoise, our bead cap and our white one. And let's do another simple loop. Almost perfect. Look at, I have just a little bit that I need to cut off here. Cut that off. Do another little simple loop. All right, so there we go. Now let's see. Let's start putting some of this together. This is our prototype, right? So I think I want to do like this. Maybe hook this on here. Like that. And then hook this, but opposite, so the two white ones are next to each other. Oh, like this. No. No. All right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I can feel it. I can feel it, guys. I think the one thing I'm missing is like a clear bead. So what if we did this? I'm thinking, hold on, I'm thinking. So if we did this, and if we did this, I feel like it needs something in the middle. What if we did the ring in the middle? I don't need to use all the rings. I really kind of want to use just something in the earrings. And I didn't see any charms that I really wanted to use with this. So I thought the ring would be cute. But then, do I want to do that? You know what? I think that I would want to end it here. All right, let's cut this eye pin off. So much for waste not, want not, huh? All right, that's no big deal. No biggie. Let's open this up. This is why we play with stuff, right? This is why we play with our jewelry. So let's grab a head pin, one of the ones they gave us. Okay. And simple loop. I think we'll use that for our eye pin instead of using this other eye pin. And now I can hang it like this so that the ring is in the center. And I think that's what I want to do. I want that ring in the center. So let's do it that way. Did I open my loop enough? Okay, there we go. Now let's put our ear wire on. And there we go. That looks better. That's cute. I like that. So there's one of our earrings. Let's make the other one. Now that we know what we're doing, let's make the other one. All right, let's do our simple loop first. I'm thinking this will be long enough. We'll see. I feel like I have a lot of energy. Like I could bead all the way through the night tonight with no problem whatsoever. So let's put this guy on. This may not be big enough, you guys. We'll see. Actually, it might just be perfect. A little short, but not bad. I think my loops are about the same size. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, awesome. So let's put our ring on here. Close that up. Make sure it's closed all the way. Don't want it falling apart on us. Let's get a head pin out. I have a few more turquoise left than what I thought I was going to have by doing it this way. And then we can start with our turquoise bead first. Then our bead cap, we did use every single bead cap. There we go. No jump rings needed. We are good. There we go. Whoops. And there are our earrings. Oh goodness, they look so cute. Our bracelet and our necklace. Adorable, cute set, guys. I hope you like this one. I'm gonna try it on for you. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, here's the necklace. It's what it looks like up close. It sits just right below collar level. And I think it turned out really cute. I do like that there's a little bit of a separation here. I think that looks really unique. And then here are the earrings, real simple, but they match the necklace. And then here's the bracelet. It fits over my wrist nice. And I think it turned out really good. Matches everything perfectly. So there you go, guys. There's the first set that I've made from Curated Bead Box for the month of December. Iced crystals. So if you're wanting to get this box, just head over to the description that's right below this video. You hit more and then more again, and the link will be there for you. And if it's your first time, you can use the promo code Wendy35 and save 35% off your first box. It would make your first box roughly around $13. So definitely great to do. So think about it. Let me know if you have any questions. And I want to know what you think of the set, being that it's winter. Do you think it's wintry? Do you think it's springy? Do you think it's a little bit of both? Does it really matter? Let me know what you think. All right, guys. Sending you all my love and blessings. I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.